Hey guys, welcome back to the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. We did a podcast yesterday, myself and Owen, and our guest, who is now joining the team. So I want to welcome yet again Mackenzie Miller to the team. She will be doing podcasts in the future with us. I know it's fantastic talking about Steelers versus Ravens. So we've got Britsburgh, Owen, Mackenzie Miller, myself, Mark from Steel Nation Oz, all on Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. So you can see a lot of content coming from us. And it's a lot of fun, guys. Super fun. So, Mackenzie's awesome, super knowledgeable, super passionate about her team, that being the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we're super excited to have her on the team. Can't wait to see what can happen going forward. Now, today, guys, in this video, of course, it is Ravens week. Ravens week it's been a pretty big rivalry over the last, pretty much forever, right? From Ed Reed's, Ray Lewis days, Joe Flacco when he was good back in the day, Troy Polamalu, Debo Harrison off the edge, right? We've always had some real close games. But I want to jump into something in this episode, and I'm going to say it, right? I'm going to say it, and it might roll a few heads, but if you're a Ravens fan finding this podcast, you think, no, they haven't done that. But if you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, this might make a little bit of sense. I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers have owned the Ravens since 2016. Now, I was at the game, right? I was at the game, the Christmas Day game, Steelers versus Ravens, to win the division, the AFC North. The touchdown pass from Big Ben to AB was fantastic. Put his hand over the line. We won the AFC North, right? The crowd went crazy. One of the best days in my life to see that football game in person. I was there. I stayed back half an hour. It was just a memory that I will never, ever forget. It was so much fun to be there and a part of that victory. So I believe the Pittsburgh Steelers have owned the Ravens since 2016. Now, when you normally think of Steelers versus Ravens, you do think of close games, and you think of, the team splitting one game each a year, right? We haven't versed each other in the playoffs for a very long time as well. I think since like 2012 or something similar to that, we haven't versed them since the playoffs. Or maybe about 10 years ago or so, right? So we've only seen them in the regular season because obviously the Steelers got beat by the Browns. They got beat by the Chiefs last year. We haven't had a deep playoff run. And last year as well, when Lamar Jackson went down, that stuffed up the whole Ravens season. But I'll say it again, guys. The Pittsburgh Steelers have owned the Ravens since 2016. And here's why. I want to show you a few stats. But they can also be misleading. So since 2016, the Ravens have 4 wins, and the Pittsburgh Steelers have 8. So in 12 meetings, the Steelers have edged out and won 8 games to 4. That to me is owning a team. I'm sorry. That's owning a team. Now, where it comes to the points, when I started to tally these up, I started tallying the points up, and I didn't realize it was going to be so close. Right, so maybe owned is not the best word. However, in the win column, they definitely have owned them. And we're now on a 4-game winning streak, hopefully improved to 5. But the points, the Ravens have 261, the Steelers have 263, and the average is pretty much the same if you divide it by 12. Ravens have 4 wins, Steelers have 8. Now, if I go into some of these wins by the Ravens, right, if I go all the way back to 2016, it was here we are. November game, 2016. The Ravens won 21-14. Steelers went on a 3 run, including the AFC North win, right? Our next loss was in 2018, 26-14. Then the loss after that was overtime, was 26-23. Lamar Jackson won that game. Then 2019, the Baltimore Ravens beat the Steelers 28-10. We lost that game too. And that was late in the season with Robert Griffin III playing, and also Duck Hodges was playing too. That was week 17. So our last loss against the Ravens was week 17. Duck Hodges played, and they lost 28-10 with Robert Griffin III winning that game. Right? And that's when the Ravens were a good team. They went on to the playoffs. Ever since then, the Pittsburgh Steelers have won 4 games in a row, right? In the last 2 seasons, they have swept them. 28-24, 19-14. In the previous season, 20-19. And Big Ben's last game, 16-13. So definitely that does add up to where You know, they were 4-4, but the last 4 games, they definitely have put the medal down and put the foot to their throat and said, you know what, we're the better team. But here's the big thing, guys. Here's the big thing. And I know we have a young rookie in Kenny Pickett. I know the O-line is fairly young, but I think they're getting better. I think Mason Cole's playing some good football right now. James Daniels being a big threat up front too. Sure, there are still penalties on Chooks and guys like that. And Dan Moore's getting a lot of penalties too. I think he leads the league in like 9 or something like that. You know, I think they're running the football better. I think Najee Harris is playing much better after the bye. And the Steelers are 3-1 after the bye. I get this feeling that the Pittsburgh Steelers are starting to heat up. And if they can take advantage of no Lamar Jackson yet again and force Tyler Huntley into mistakes, and I just don't know who they're going to throw the ball to. I have no idea who the Ravens are going to throw the ball to. So when I say like the Pittsburgh Steelers, I've owned them, if they can win this matchup, that will be 5 in a row. Five times in a row since 2019, which is fantastic. Anyways, guys, thank you for checking out another episode of the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Like I said, welcome Mackenzie to the team, and I thank you, Owen, as well for doing all the hard work. We do videos here every single day. I'm really looking forward to this game, guys. It's going to be so much fun. I wake up at 5 a.m. to watch the game as normal. But if we can win this game and improve to 6-7, right? If we can improve to 6-7, if the Browns can beat the Bengals, then the AFC North is going to get a little bit closer, right? We do need the Jets to lose. We do need the Chargers to lose, the Patriots to lose as well. But if you focus in on the AFC North, if the Browns can win this week and the Steelers win this week, then they are 2 games away, or both teams are 2 games away. And then more importantly, the Steelers are 2 games away from the division. If you can get one over the rival Ravens, go and beat up the Panthers, have a fantastic game against the Raiders, right? Christmas Eve. And then you have 2 weeks to go, which is Ravens and then Browns to end the season. So it's 1 game at a time, but I'm pretty confident in this team. I think this team's getting better and better each day. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.